Hi, I'm Una. Welcome to my channel. The Happy Birthday song is a tune with which I think we are all familiar. We've probably sung it hundreds of times in our life. I hope you'll stay around while I show you how I made this card, where the tune is finished off in the end by this critter, this hilarious critter singing "Happy Birthday to you." I love to look at my stamps and dies and see if I can create something unusual. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. I started this card by adhering some stick-it adhesive, which is a double-sided sticky, to the back of some black card. The stave is particularly intricate in this die set, and so it's going to make it easy to adhere to my card. Jennifer Maguire always makes it look really easy to stick it to the back of cardstock. I don't find it quite so easy, but I am getting used to it and manage to do it now on a regular basis without any mishaps. And I cut around the stick-it adhesive just to make sure I don't leave any spots on the backs of my die cuts that doesn't have any adhesive on. This is the die set. It's called Little Music Notes from Lawn Fawn, a Lawn Cuts die set. This is the stave or staff, and this is the treble clef or G clef. I cut that out and take it away to my Gemini Junior, and it cuts beautifully. And of course, it's already got the sticky on the back. So it's going to be super easy to adhere to my card. You can see what I meant earlier when I said this would be difficult to use liquid glue on. I usually use liquid glue on the treble clef and the little music notes, but today I decided to put adhesive on the back of everything, except those little notes that were already in my stash that you can see on the top left there. And so I keep cutting the bits that I need, and to extend the stave across the card so that I'll be able to write the music lines, I cut as the half of a stave. I'll join them together on the card. I used this tool here that I got in a Dovecraft crafting tools box. I use it to cut the hole in the minim. Now I've got all my music notes. I've got all my bits and pieces, except the dots for the dotted crotchets. So I get those out of my dots drawer. Nothing goes to waste in my craft room. And I colour them with a Sharpie pen. So now I'm ready to print off the card. When I started making this card first, I used to hand print the Happy Birthday to you with an alphabet set. And that is quite time consuming. I love doing that, but to speed up this card, I decided to use the printed version. So I printed that off on my LaserJet printer. It took me a little while to figure out where to place the lines, but once I achieved it, I was able to save it on my computer, and it's just a case of printing it off then when I need it. So I'm adhering the stave to the card in two separate pieces. Now, the beauty of this stick-it adhesive is nothing is permanently stuck down until you rub it hard, and I won't do that until everything is in place. Adhering my treble clefs there. The music is written in the key of D sharp major, and so there is an F sharp. And I have a little set called Selfie dies, something like that, another Lawn Fawn set, and I used the hashtag from it to create the symbol. I'm just snipping a piece out of this die cut so that I can create the dotted crochet. I got the music notation for the happy birthday song on the internet, and so I just keep it on the side and cast an eye on it to make sure I'm hearing the notes in the right place. Adding the finishing touches to the music now with the dots on the crotchets. And so the first 3 lines of the song are complete, and I'm ready to add my critter. Now I think this little guy is really a rat, but all creatures are welcome in my craft room. This is a little Dovecraft stamp. I bought it in my local hobby store for €1.35, and I've used it so many times. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Anybody I've sent this card to has thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm speeding up the video now because I'm not doing any fancy colouring. There are plenty of other crafters out there that you can learn how to colour with alcohol markers from. I put down the light shade all over first, then I put in the shadows with darker shade, and then go back over everything with the light shade again to blend it all in. So nothing fancy, but it suits my purposes. These are Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. I list all my supplies below the video, and I'll include the numbers on the markers, the serial numbers, and the Spectrum Noir, they all have the colour code and a number. BG on these ones stands for brown greys. So all the colouring is done. I choose a die so that I'll cut out the critter in a rectangle shape. This particular die leaves a lovely stitched edge on the outside of the die, so you can use it in other ways. But for the purposes of this video, I just wanted the rectangle, and it was the perfect size. I cut out another set of notes and adhered them, and you saw me rubbing them in there with the bone folder. I had already done that earlier to the musical lines. All that's left to do now is to adhere the critter, and I'll make sure that I leave a space just above it so that the recipient's name can be filled in there. Happy birthday, dear whoever. And then the critter finishes by singing the last line of the song, happy birthday to you. So cute. I crease the card with my bone folder. And I'll print a message, a birthday message inside, and put a handmade stamp on the back. I just love this card. I love making it. I love giving it. And I know that people love receiving it. I do hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll come back again to Una's Crafty Cards. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear from you. Write a comment below, please. All the best for now. Bye.